Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about India and West Indies, and particularly the ICC World Test Championship, which starts on Thursday for India, and they're going to be kickstarting their campaign in Antigua against the hosts. And I have Saurabh Pandey, our correspondent of sports, to join us and have this chat with me. Let's talk squads for starters, because India have picked a really good squad, a 16-man squad. Virat Kohli to captain the side, of course, with Ajinkya Rahane as deputy. How strong are India on paper, let alone on the field? Because they're the world #1 side. They beat Australia in Australia. What do you make of the squad?
I think it's a very strong side, really balanced side, because if you see Avanish, 3 years ago we were struggling in bowling, but I think from 2018 we are very balanced side. We are performing well in bowling. I think
Correct.
we're performing better in bowling than the batting side. So I think it's a very balanced side, to be honest. Virat Kohli is scoring, then Ajinkya Rahane, Cheteshwar Pujara is scoring. I'm very interesting to see Ajinkya Rahane in this side, to be honest, because he hasn't been performing really well. But then you have to dissect why isn't he performing, but it looks like a very balanced side.
Right, and of course the bowlers need no mentioning, because what they've done over the last, say, 12 months in the longest format of the game has been quite sensational to see, especially just with Bumrah, and the variety in pace that India have right now is phenomenal, with Ishant Sharma giving the high automation, Shami with the swing, and of course Bhuvi waiting in the wings, who's not going to be playing this particular series. But a quick word on two men and two stalwarts of Indian cricket. And I say that because you look at the experience in the side, we so often looked at Ajinkya Rahane and Ravichandran Ashwin. Let's start with Rahane. What do you have to say about him? Because he's not looked the same Rahane that we all know.
No, I think Rahane, how much have you given chance to Ajinkya Rahane? You are not selecting him for the 50 overs format. You're not selecting him for the 20 overs format. You're just taking him, you're just considering him for the test format. Although he's performing well, to be honest, for me, I think he's performing well in the 20 over format in IPL games. So I think you have to instill that bit of confidence to him that, chap, come in. I know that you can bat well. We have the confidence in you, and perform in all the formats of the game. Then only a player can perform.
Absolutely, and he has, of course, performed well in the West Indies in the longest format. They can draw inspiration from the 2016 series. Another man who can draw inspiration from that particular series, and he performed with bat and ball in equal measure, is Ravichandran Ashwin, because you take a look at what he's been doing, of course, not for India, but for county cricket. He's been picking up wickets a lot. He, of course, in that England series was unlucky to miss out with injuries. Yeah. A man who's taken 342 wickets, Saurabh, you simply have to put him in your playing 11, or do you see it differently?
I don't know. He must be thinking what I did wrong.
Yeah.
And where did I go wrong? Because he was taking wickets, to be honest, not only in the test matches of Avanish. He was taking wickets for T20s. He was taking wickets for the 50 overs format. He must be thinking what I did wrong. So I think it's a very crucial juncture for him. I think this will be a decider where Virat Kohli will be thinking whether to go with experience or whether to go with the youth, that fiery youth. We have Kuldeep Yadav also. So I think it will be a deciding factor for the career, I would say, of Ashwin.
Absolutely, and considering there's Jadeja also in the ranks, it's a real spinning dilemma for Virat Kohli and company. Quickly, just to finish this conversation, what about the West Indies squad as we see them right now? Because Jason Holder, of course, has been a great leader. He's marshalled his troops extremely well, and we did highlight in that package earlier that we showed you that they beat England the last time around at home in a test match series. So that will give them plenty of confidence. Where's the threat coming from? Do you see Shea Hope, Shimron Hetmyer, their young batsmen coming in the fore? Do you see their pace attack to dismantle India?
No, I remember talking to you about West Indies during the World Cup, but still I think it's a very new team, very young team.
Correct.
They need experience, and when you have to compete with one of the best in the business, that is the Indian side, I think you still have to instill that amount of confidence and that amount of experience, I would say, which I don't see in West Indies. So my money will be on the Blue Brigade, I would say.
All right, fair enough. I mean, West Indies, you never know if they can spring a surprise or not, especially on those up and down surfaces and Antigua. And of course, the final test match will be taking place in Jamaica.